sick. My fever has been tracking up exponentially since 2 a.m., and I am producing sputum at an alarming rate.
No kidding.
No, not only that, it has shifted from clear to milky green. No, it's the phone, Ma. Hear the phone.
Well, who's calling at this ungodly hour?
I don't know.
Well, ask them why they're calling at this ungodly hour.
How can I ask them when I'm talking to you?
Hello?
It's Leonard, code Milky Green.
Dear Lord, not Milky Green.
Any questions?
Yeah. What the hell was that?
Any other questions?
Dr. Sheldon Cooper here. I've completely skipped over the part where I was walking through the park and I saw these children on a merry-go-round, which started me thinking about the moment of inertia in gases like helium at temperatures approaching absolute zero.
I didn't skip it. It's just an anecdote. It's not science.
Oh, I see. It was the apple falling on Newton's head. Was that just an anecdote?
You are not Isaac Newton.
No, that's true. Gravity would have been apparent to me without the apple.
You cannot possibly be that arrogant.
You continue to underestimate me, my good man.
Look, if you weren't happy with my presentation, then maybe you should have given it with me.
As I've explained repeatedly, unlike you, I don't need validation from lesser minds. No offense.
So why did you come?
Because I knew you'd screw this up.
Maybe I didn't go to college when I was 11, like you. Maybe I got my doctorate at 24 instead of 16. But you are not the only person who's smarter than everyone else in this room. No thanks. And I am clearly not the only person who is tormented by insecurity and has an ego in need of constant validation.
So you admit you're an egotist?
Yes!
What's going on, Drew? How are you today? How you doing, Drew? How are we doing tonight? How are we doing tonight? None of my peeps are coming on. You want to talk about how silver's at over $43 an ounce right now? And the world's going to rush in and try to get silver, so stack it while you can before it all hits the fan. That's a good idea. I don't sell on YouTube, I sell on Whatnot. And I just picked these up, actually. I just got this one. Which, this thing books at an insane price right now. Are you a stacker? You stack $1 silver coins? You mean this is a $1 silver coin, or you stack dollar silver coins? You mean like these? Getting ready at the end of this month to do a big old 500 subscriber giveaway where I'm giving away a bunch of silver and gold. So make sure you're liked and subscribed if you want to get in on that. And I picked this up recently. Got me a nice 2024 Rue. Get a bunch of silvers, the ASEs. And then gold. So how you feeling about the silver price right now? Chat, talk to me. How you guys feeling about the silver price right now? Hello. Is there anybody out there? Yell if you can hear me. Is there anyone home? I can ease your pain, make you on your feet again. There is no pain you are receiving. Never go broke, Penny. Keep me and never go broke. I wonder where all my peeps are. Nobody's stopping by. It's kind of odd. What up, Tim? I was waiting for some of my regs to come in. What are you doing? Michael and Nancy's show good tonight, Tim? I didn't catch much of it. I was driving most of it. Got a couple of new pieces in the mail. So check this thing out. I picked this up. This is signed by Leonard Buckley. Oh yeah, how's Waller doing? Is he finding some good coins tonight? So I got this for a $12 spin. LBS, what's up? Yeah, dude, this is a 1 of 500. I think that's why it booked so high, because it's a 1 of 500. That cost me a whole $12, LBS. It books for really high, but I won it over on Whatnot. picked this up over there too. The Horse and the Dragon. I got this in the same. They were $11 spins. Can't complain. Got a handful of Constitutional too. And another bag with a whole bunch of single grammars in it and stuff. All in the same room. I did pretty good over there. I do okay on Whatnot. What's going on, Nick? Gambling on Whatnot, I say. Yeah, every once in a while. I sell on Whatnot, so I try to go in and support other local people's channels. Winning a silver cert is cool. I have a few of them that I've just given away on Whatnot. I give them away. I pick them up for like $2 a piece at the LCS, so. I do what I can, and I've done rather well, right? Over there, LBS. I mean, I got this. I spent 25 in this guy's room, and I walked away with this. Coin. If we run the numbers, it says it sells for 500. But I do rather well. It's a couple of different rooms I go into, and I do rather well. Like this guy's room, this is the same. I won both of these from the same guy. Actually, all of these. And a bunch of other ones. Like I got this one from him too. I don't do bad. But I do rather well. This is my newest ASC I got over there. What up, Woodsy? Did you get your package yet, Woodsy? Okay, well, it's on its way, man. Juiced it up some for you too, Woodsy. I didn't throw any like world coins or anything in because, you know, you collect Australian and US. So I wanted to make sure I threw in some extra US coins for you like I did last time. So I threw in you got a couple of grades in there and some other stuff. I get into a few games. I mean, like I said, there are a few channels that I do support over there. You know. No, you're good. LBS, you still in the room? I got this for $62. So not a bad price, right? It was a well, okay, so that one was complete luck. I'm not gonna lie, that was complete luck. So this one here, this guy had a blind wheel, meaning 100 spots, $21 a spot. And if this is the big win, 4 different half grammars, and then all Mercury dimes. So I bought 3 spots, all my lucky numbers, 7, 21, and 78. And one of them hit. It could be because you live in Vegas, LBS. It's telling you like, hey, dude, you live in the land of sin. Right? So LBS, when are you on? Like, when do you do your lives? I know you do it like super early, what, Saturday morning? I have some German coins, but they're just German coins. I don't have any German silver. Tim, you're going to be ecstatic when I send you your package, bro. I got you on the hook, bro. I got you on the hook, man. And we're just going to help juice that stack up, bro. Whenever you can. Well, I wanna hop on with you, like I was talking about the other night. So we should figure out a time so we can do that, whether it be next weekend, this weekend. Okay. Well, when you're ready, I want to hop on with you, bro. Like I was talking the other day. So if it's super early morning on a Sunday is fine for me. I can do that. But most of the rest of the week I work, and I have to be there at 6:30. So Sunday is probably going to be the best day for us to do that then. So when you're ready, you pick the Sunday, and we'll knock it out. Just send me the invite. You want to do it tomorrow morning? What time are you thinking? You are being very patient, Tim. You are. And I appreciate you. So thank you. I'm still recovering from school clothes, man. I still have more school clothes I got to buy. I am on the Pacific, so I am an hour to 2 hours behind you, bro. I'm in Seattle. So I didn't realize it, but I have 2 of this round. One of them is a super toner like this one, and one of them is just straight up silver. Dude, how crazy is it? This silver is over $43 an ounce right now. That is just nuts. We're in crazy times right now, you guys. Crazy times. I appreciate that, bro. Thank you for your understanding. That really means a lot to me, knowing that you understand, because having to explain the kids are number one to me is hard to do, because some people don't have kids, the things like that. So I'm glad that you understand. You want to do 7 o'clock tomorrow morning? Sure, I'm down. You want to make the short? 7 a.m. tomorrow, I can do that. What's up, Justin? How you doing, bro? Don't call me bro. Art of War, hello from Ohio State. What's going on? Are you a Buckeye, Art? Really? Who are you going to meet, Justin? That is awesome. That is sick, bro. Who are you going to meet? Nice, man. Community, whether it be coins, whether it be a prospector, because all of our community is really fucking badass. Everybody in the community is awesome. So, the fact that you're getting to meet someone is super cool, bro. Yeah, dude, I watched that game tonight. That was a rough one. Oh, Tim, that's sick. You got a sluice buddy too, right? Yeah, I watched that Miami game tonight. My Ducks crushed the Beavers. Civil War was not much of a war at all there. The Ducks just literally walked all over the Beavers. And then Washington Huskies crushed the Cougs. But I'm a Duck, so I don't care about anybody in the Pac-10 other than the Ducks. I was talking mad shit to my coworkers, though. They're all Husky fans. I just kept letting them believe that the Cougars were going to win. Dude, I lost my ass the other night on Whatnot as a seller. It was a pretty rough night. Let me think about that. Give me a second here. I think they by two scores. It was actually I was watching it at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they kept popping around from screen to screen, watching different games. That's cool. That's cool. I have a sluice box. It's a pretty cool one. It works really well. Really well. Hard to clean out the moss though. Hard to clean out the moss because it's plastic and it's got like a trap thing in there. that you have to remove this guard over the top of it in order to get the moss out. And it almost feels like you're going to break it to get the plastic, to get the piece out to do it. Oh yeah, no, they crushed them. I've got a shit ton of Pokemon cards. I've got baseball and football cards. I have comic books as well. Quite a bit about collecting. I would be buying new scales too if you got 1.5 grams out of a 1 gram guaranteed. Okay, so I was a huge X-Men and Wolverine fan. I actually had a lot of Wolverine and X-Men comics. How new is it? The card, what you're from, Justin? Yeah, that would make sense because honestly, Wolverine didn't have too many showings with just his bone claws. Because the biggest thing about Wolverine was his adamantium. So the only time that you really saw him with bone claws, it was before Stryker actually got to him. Because Stryker's the one that gave him the adamantium. He's also the one that turned him into Weapon X. And if you've read any of the Wolverine series or any of the X-Men, then you'll know about the Weapon X series. And that was its own spin-off series. And if you think about how much of an animal Wolverine is without the electronics, imagine having the electronics on him and how much more of a beast he was at that point. And the only time through any of like the movies you saw him as Weapon X is when Jean Grey was very young and she took all that stuff off of him after he broke out. What do you mean he doesn't have a board? Oh, a beard. That doesn't mean anything. You don't have to have facial hair to not be gay. If it had bone claws, Magneto, and 2 others, aka 4 cards on 1 big one. No, that's awesome. That's awesome. I actually had a tribute sheet that I picked up in 1999. It had 5 players from 5 different sports on it. It had Wayne Gretzky. It had Blair Thomas. It had not the big unit, the Big Hurt. I forget his Frank Thomas on it, and a couple others, dude. It was one. It was 2,000 of them made. It was like 1,794 was the number I had. That actual sheet of cards, because they were all rookies at the time, that actual sheet of cards from when I got it, that was like a $2,000 sheet. And then my mom swiped that and stole it and sold it. It was kind of crazy, but disabled veteran. Okay. Well, because you're kind of hitting me like you're a troll. So what's the difference so you can explain it to me so I can decide whether or not I'm going to kick you out of my room for all the nonsense or whether or not I'm actually going to engage you as conversation? Justin, when you pull that out, I want you to definitely tag me because I want to check it out. No limit screw. Justin, take care of that. Justin, Woodsy coming through with the kill. That was a headshot, Woodsy. That was a headshot right between the eyes. Woodsy wasn't playing no games. He straight squashed that shit real quick. Woodsy's like, ooh, troll in the crosshairs. Let's take care of this shit real quick. Justin, I appreciate you and I thank you for your service, my friend. I really do. I didn't go and serve, but I have the utmost respect for anybody who did. So I appreciate you, my friend. I really do. You were so going to expose him. That's cool, bro. I get it. But, you know, at the end of the day, that guy is still going to be the same troll at every place he goes. So, and honestly, if you'd have called him out on his bullshit, he would just not have done it in our room or in my room, and he'd have done it in somebody else's and done the same shit somewhere else. So you know what? Calling him out ain't gonna do nothing but frustrate people. He very well could have been a disabled vet, but do you really want to consider? Do you really want to tag yourself as a disabled vet and then be that guy? Because he was being that guy. You know, like how he has himself described is the perfect troll situation. I heard these have a security on the back. This isn't a black light. I need a black light. But they have like a security grid on the back of these things. Of course. He had the opportunity. I gave him a big long pause, and his response was bullshit. So yeah, he had the opportunity to step up and say something that was legit, and he didn't. So fuck him. He can go and be a troll somebody else's room. Not mine. I got peeps that look out for me and peeps that make it so I don't have to deal with that bullshit. So I got these recently. Won them in a room. I like the Wyoming. They're pretty nice. I got 10 of them. So 5 GB. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. These ones actually do. Now, listen, guys. I'm going to tell you something right now. But they do come in a premium. Yes, they do. That's what we do, Tim. That's exactly what we do. So, yeah, these actually have real gold in them. I watched Shri Tips. He does, like, he'll take gold fingers from electronics and processing like that. Woodsy, don't do it. In my opinion. It's up to you. But, bro, they're not stackables, right? So what you need to do is go on to Defy the Grid. As long as you can get one of those from them. I don't know if you can because you're in Australia. Yes, even though you blow so much money on silver and gold. Woodsy, if you're going to buy one, yeah, just to say you have it. But honestly, you can get one for free, bro. Literally, I give away gold backs as gibbies on whatnot, shit like that. But do not let anybody try to sell you on this being gold. I think there's absolute no gold value in it at all. I can pick up 100 of these off of Etsy for 16 bucks. They look exactly the same way. Now this thing does say 24 karat gold. I have yet to see anybody say that these actually have gold in them. The one with the cowgirl on it is pretty sick. But you know, when they came out with Florida, man, the rest of the states started popping. And this one's pretty sick. I like the cowgirl. She's getting ready to rope herself a longhorn. And this is one of their Alpha Series ones, too. So is Curtis going to send you the gold, Woodsy, or what's he going to do? Is he going to send you, is he going to send you coins like I did? What's his plan? What are you saying, Justin? This actually has gold in it? Because if it does, the amount is so minute, it's not even worth processing. But I can tell you, these actually have the stated amount of gold in them when you separate them from the CeeLo. Well, this is actual gold. Okay. These ones here, all of these ones, because I get a bunch of different ones. All of these, that's one of my favorite ones. The Yoda, got the Millennium Falcon going. This is probably my favorite foil note, other than the Marilyn Monroe one I have. Because I don't think people actually knew how much of a badass Yoda really was. Oh, that's cool, Woodsy. That's cool. I'm going to send you a bunch of shit. Seeds, beans, copper, and lead. Well, I know what the lead's for. I'm not sure what the copper's for, but I do know what the lead is for, because leads are for bullets. The seeds are obviously for harvesting. But I do have a bunch of these foils. Woodsy, that's super cool, bro. That's awesome. Curtis is sick. He just sent my daughter a bag of gem pay dirt. And a whole bunch of gems in it. And he also sent her a 30th anniversary kookaburra, which I thought was pretty sick. Mike for Democracy, the foils aren't worth anything, bro. Here, let me make you blue, bro. I know you've been around in a bunch of channels. I got you. Yeah, and then Cartier Silver sent her a whole bunch of Constitutional. He sent her $1.40 worth of Constitutional. And he also sent her, they're just a novelty. Honestly, I don't think there's any gold value in these things. But they do make multiple designs that are pretty cool. This is my favorite one, the Yoda one. Oh, Humble Stacker bar down. These have gold in them, Mike. But I think you already know that. One 2000th. Yeah, but these, I mean, I'll be honest with you, Mike. Those aren't something, or Mike for Democracy. That's something that's not a stackable for me. For starts, the amount you get is not worth stacking, and the premiums are just too high. Yeah, see, that's the thing, is the premiums are so high, it's not worth buying them like that. But I know people that stack them. It's insane how much they sell for. They do spend like money in those states. There's a conversion calculator that they use at the time when you're at the store. Four years ago, what was worth it, Justin? Yeah, their artwork. Their artwork. That's what MSJ calls it, because that's essentially all it is. It's a fancy piece of art that costs more than it should. What up, T.O.? Yeah, dude, this was a fat pickup. This was a good pickup. I got this on Whatnot. I spent $25 in the guy's room. And I got this. It was a really good score. When you run it on the NGC website, it says it's worth $500 for an eagle. For a 1/10. And that was before gold started shooting up again. But this was a good pickup. I spent $62 in this guy's room. But I did pick up some new silver today alone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ounces of silver I picked up, opened up. I know. I just don't know if I want to go get it graded or not. It is an unk for sure. My capsules are all too big. I'm waiting for the capsules to come in. And I got this one recently. This is a heads you in, tails you in. $62, Mike. $62 in that guy's room. You'll pay me $67. Question what? It was a blind wheel. I've already had it tested, if that's what you're talking about. I had all of my winnings tested at the coin shop. You mean like it's not real? Because I went and had it tested. It's done. Yep, I won it on Whatnot. Cost me $62 on a blind wheel, $21 a spot. The third spot, I had a coupon that I saved $3 on. All right, well, Justin, no way I would sell it for 62 or $67. But I got this. I was just going over that. I got this heads you win, tails you, or heads you win, tails you win. 1/200th of an ounce. That's going to go in the booty chest along with a bunch of silver shot and some copper for my 1,000 sub giveaway. Going to fill that chest about halfway up with a bunch of silver shot. Throw in the booty chest coin, and it's gold, so booty chest. How appropriate. Silver, gold, some copper nuggets in there. Booty chest, done. $68.77 final offer. All right, Tio. You drive a hard bargain, bro. Sold. Sold for $68.77. Congratulations. Yeah, see, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Got the butt and the chest, so booty chest, right? It just seems appropriate. Got some more silver. Got this 1/10 Britannia. Boom. That came as a giveaway. Got a couple of Ikes as giveaways as well. Just some regular rando Ikes. Got all these silver 1 grammers in there as giveaways. That's so woodsy. Woodsy, when you get a poker, man, I want one. You ever get one, I want one. You make sure that shit has a kookaburra on it. And pick this up. This is the pounds. 1 fine ounce silver. That is the horse and the dragon. So that's a pretty nice piece. I like that one. It's kind of artsy. Careful, Justin. You're going to get a picture of a foot. You got the old Superman. No, this is not my first DC comic coin. Damn, I was going to say that's my first DC comic coin, but it's not. That's funny. I actually have 2 DC comic coins right here that I didn't even think about in this. What's up, Jeffrey? You guys, have I shown you what's in here yet? This was a good score. Keep showing me stuff, I'll end up owning it. What do you mean you're going to end up owning it? You going to come and steal my shit from me, Justin? Or Jeffrey? And it has 2 coins in it. That's a good score, bro. Yeah, and these are the 2 coins that came in it, right here. This one right here is the Joker. Number 185 of 500. So Joker. And a little Harley Quinn action. Number 268 of 300. So literally, the couple, the boyfriend and the girlfriend. I paid $22 for this box, Woodsy, on Whatnot. 22 bucks for that box. And there was a chance to have gold in it. I just didn't get the one with gold. But I got 2 ounces of silver for 21 bucks. Justin Winch, you've put in your dues, my friend. You don't need to be going back to work. You put in your time. Serving our country was enough. Problem is, our country doesn't take care of our vets the way they should. And I'm sorry about that. But yeah, it was a good steal. It was a good deal on that one, Woodsy. It was a really good deal. I was just hoping I would have gotten the burnished gold coin or the extra 1/10 or 1/4 ounce bar that comes in this right here that said, bam, you suck, you didn't win. But I did watch a guy open up some baseball ones of this from this company, baseball trading cards that were silver like this. He opened up a gold Shohei Ohtani, 1 of 50. And then you looked up that coin, and it's selling on the Bay right now for $18,000. $18,000. I don't know if you guys heard me or not. For a number 1 of 50 Shohei Ohtani gold-plated piece of silver. I watched the guy open up a baseball run of these. A baseball card run of these from the same company. And he opened up a Shohei Ohtani, and it was gold-plated. And right here, instead of 185 of 500, it said 1 of 50. That particular coin, plated silver coin. That's awesome, Justin. If I know anybody, I will have them reach out to you. All right, Chad, if there are any vets out there, if anybody in the room is a vet, needs to talk or needs to reach out to another vet, maybe have a question or something, need some help with something, please make sure you reach out to Justin. T.O. as well. We have to support our vets because our country and our government doesn't do it well enough. Hey, you guys, T.O. is giving away. If you win that, you get exclusive rights as a Patreon member from T.O. So make sure that if you guys end up winning the Patreon membership from T.O., that you guys sign up and take advantage, because that's why it's there. I have an easy button. It's at work. I use it all the time. When I have a customer walk up and they're like, oh, I have kind of a problem. And I'm like, okay, here's the solution. Bam, bitch, easy button. That was easy. Yep, everybody can have an easy button. The problem is they don't use it when they're supposed to. They use text. But yeah, this was a good score. Tio, you know, if I could jump in on that, you know I would. But with school clothes and shit like that, man, I've been really strapped lately. School, I mean, fuck, I had a $400 power bill come through the other day with a disco on it. And I'm like, why? My dad was in the Navy. My grandfather was in the Army. My uncle was in the Navy. My third oldest niece is in the Marines. Hey, Tim, it just sounds like it's a family business. I already bought 2 spots. Awesome, bro. Awesome. I didn't get my numbers, though. You can make sure I know what numbers are mine. You and T.O. are 1 month apart in age? Oh, T.I., Tim Urban, sorry. 78. I am fucking old. Now, you guys are all great. Tim's great. Justin, you're awesome. T.O.'s a man. Woodsy, my brother from down under, he's awesome. You guys make sure you're all supporting each other and following each other because these guys are all great. That sucks, man. I feel you, though. That sucks, Jeff. I'm sorry about that, man. Mine is in December, so my birthday is right around the corner. You'll drop your number count to 10, then delete. Born in 74, Tim? You're still young, too. Do it, Justin. Drop it, bud. Nice. I got you. I'll put it in my phone. I'll shoot you a text when I get off. Just long enough. Yeah. Don't forget the for a good time, T.O. Don't forget the for a good time. For a good time, call JB. Not to be confused with BJ. I'm in Australia, bro. Start looking. Yeah, the country is vast. The continent is vast, man. Good luck with that. Electrician, medic, cook, and more. You are a viable source. It sounds like, bro, and I bet they would just ship you wherever they needed you because they could use you. Yeah. I would. I'd have a gold monster. Because there are some actual prospectors in Australia as well. And I know that, Woodsy, I think you know a prospector or two down there. I forget his name, but I know of one that's on YouTube all the time. I forget what his name was. That's cool, Justin. Tim, if they hit me up, I will send out your number, bro. I got you. I mean, I feel like anybody who spends enough time in each other's rooms. You're welcome, brother. I think that if anybody spends enough time in each other's rooms, like, you should have a close group of friends that you have contact with. Like, I have probably 4 or 5 people's phone numbers that I deal with or talk to. I think it's good to have that connection with people, not just through chat on a channel through a live, but actually being able to contact and talk to somebody and do all that stuff. I think that's all pretty important. Don't expect to hear from you guys for a while. Why? Are you going to go out and have some fun? Use a massage right about now. Oh, what are we talking about? A massage. I also just freaked out. Felt like I got zapped. Haven't used Estim in 2 days. What? Oh, you're allergic to cats. Okay, that makes a whole lot of sense. I'm just glad that wasn't some weird blind statement. Drunk, wild, no phone, things will happen. Okay. It's one of those things that you probably want to have a phone so you can document the crazy times you guys are going to have. And I noticed this the other day. She's got fucking nipples. Nipples on her tatas. Good old Mexico. You guys noticed this? Somebody pointed it out to me the other day, and I didn't put it together, but I do know it now. And I knew it, but I just didn't think about it. So, every other coin in the world, for the most part, from what I've seen, that is copper, my friend. That is a 5-ounce copper piece. But this is a 1-ounce gold-plated silver piece. So, you look at any coin from any country other than the US. In order to see the obverse straight, you flip it sideways. Any coin. This one. Is a turn sideways. US flips their coins. So different than every other country in the world. Just gotta go being different. You know, metric system, standard system. I know this month has flown by. And dude, I love blacksmithing anvils, just by the way. Just so you know, I love hammering on steel. I've made a couple of horseshoe knives like they do in Forged in Fire, and if I had a forge, I'd be swinging a hammer all the fucking time. Casted in 1843 and weighs 200 pounds. That is a nice anvil, bro. Yes, we even drive on the wrong side of the road, Woodsy. Turn sideways. Got the king on there. Boom. Look at his big old nose and his goofy looking ears. Look at that hairline. Silly guy. My brother took blacksmithing right out of college and later became a farmer. I had some blacksmithing experience with him a long time ago. We have a tendency to try to make things our own and change things just to be different. There's a Saturday Night Live skit. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's about founding fathers when they're on the boat on the way over or right at the end of the battle, talking about how things are going to be different, how they change in language and things like that. And they're like, we don't do liters. We're going to call them gallons. And the one guy goes, how many liters to a gallon, sir? And he goes, nobody knows. It was fucking hilarious. You guys got to watch it. It's a Saturday Night Live skit about the founding fathers. You don't have that one graded, Woodsy? Actually, I just opened that just the other day. I won it on Whatnot. This envelope cost me like $14. No, you're talking about the gallons per flush. 28.3 grams to 1 ounce. I have a couple of kangaroos. This is the only graded one that I have. I don't mind the roo. You can actually get them for cheap. The thing about them is they're so much wider than other tubes. You can't just put them in a tube. You bought it as a buyback at $1 over spot. I'd have bought it too at that point. I did not. Now I have all of my coins tested though. So whenever I win something or do anything else, I bring it to my LCS and I have it XRM'd. Like this one in particular, I had this XRM'd. I had this XRM'd. Those 3 pieces I just opened up today. On my payday, I'll bring those by the LCS. Dude, fakes are insane right now. They're crazy. And to think about it, somebody is stacking those thinking that they're real, but I have all of my shit tested. I do the same exact thing, Justin. You said it exactly how I would say it. Because at the end of the day, it's just an ounce of silver. Just an ounce of silver. Like when I won this one, and I priced it out too. This is like $180 coin. $180 ounce of silver. But it's first strike and it's 1 of 500 signed by this guy. Which is weird because it's an ounce of silver. It's just an ounce of silver. This right here. MS70 2025 Eagle. 1 of 2,000. This is $175 ounce of silver. Yeah, right, Tio? How devastating would you be, or how devastated would you be if you found out that the years worth of stacking that you did because you weren't diligent enough when you bought it was full of fake shit? Well, Justin, they do say there's a sucker born every minute. Three 1 ounce bars and rounds yesterday for $50. That's not bad. That's a little expensive, I think. But Steve, you're stacking, and that's the biggest thing, is to stack. It was a gold bar. Holy shit, what a loss, Tio. What a loss that would have been, man. I'd have shit a golden egg. Nick, you still hanging out there? My LCS will sell me anything I ask him for. He'll find me anything I ask him for, and he tests it for me on the spot. I really can't complain about how he treats me because he treats me rather well. Now, I do have a couple I go to, but the one I go to, he sells me silver at 50 cents over spot, no matter what. 50 cents over spot. So the last 2 10-ounce bars I bought from him and 5-ounce bars and things like that. The first 10-ounce bar I bought from him, spot was $3.65 on the bar. He charged me $3.70 for a 10-ounce bar. No tax, no card fee, nothing. Just thank you very much. Have a great day. Oh yeah, dude, that would piss me off. That would really piss me off. To know that you bought a fake from a reputable website and they didn't test the shit before they sold it, yeah, that would really piss me off. I like street tips. I watch them all the time. Well, I used to watch them pretty heavy. They're like kitchen stuff, but I would like to have the hood and the chemicals and all the tools that he uses, all the stuff that he uses, because I could do gold recycling like that. I just don't have the ventilation for it. And that would be worth it because I have a pile of circuit boards and memory cards ready for that special time when it happens. Your 3 copper rounds that you own are 1 ounce silver in them. I don't understand. It's copper or it's silver. Swan Bullion. I haven't checked them out. I saw you with the Bullion Now. I haven't checked them out either. But they're all based out of Australia, right, Woodsy? The Bullion Now. I know Perth is out of Australia. Is Swan out of Australia also? Wouldn't it? It really would. But there is so much silver that we throw away that people don't even realize that's attached to parts and attached to other shit. T.O., we'll see you later, bro. Have a good day. I've bought from Perth, Woodsy, but I haven't bought from Bullion Now or from the other one. Later, T.O. We'll see you later, bro. Thanks for coming by. I always love it when you pop by the channel, man. And thanks for the text message, bro. Have a good day at work, man. All right, let me ask you a question, man. Is it the Don't Tread on Me with the snake? Okay. I had one of those that I gave away on Whatnot. I can tell you with 100% certainty there's no silver in it, bro. Over silver, but why would anybody do that? They would silver plate over copper. Just saying. The only way to hide the base metal is with a better metal. Like this. This is a silver round plated with gold, which I had tested. But I would have that coin tested, man, just to make sure. And if you don't have a way to test it, you can send it to me and I'll have it tested. I'll videotape it while I'm doing it for you. I did that for another partner over on Whatnot. I don't know why, Woodsy. That's stupid. I would just have it tested, bro. Coin. Because it didn't test on the XRM right, so they cut it open. And lo and behold, it was a broken planchet. And it was a crack down the very ridge, the rim of it, the edge. And it made it so it threw off a false reading, but it was 100% gold. Jeffrey, have a good night, bro. I'm gonna have to hit the hay soon too, because I'm gonna be on with LBS at 7. Good night, brother. So yeah, I'm gonna be on with LBS at 7 in the morning on his show. I know you will, bro. I know you will. But I'm going to hit 2 guys. Like I said, I got to be on early with LBS also. So, Woodsy, you have a great day tomorrow at work. I will see you on the streams. Tim, Jeffrey, I hope you guys pop by tomorrow. Tio, try to stop by if you guys can. If not, no big deal. But I'm going to hit the hay, you guys. I will see you in the channels. You guys have a good night. Thanks for coming by and hanging out with me for a little bit. I always love it when you guys come by. Jeffrey, I'll shoot you a text here soon. Say Justin. Justin, I'll send you a text here soon so you have my number. Keep talking the wrong. Tim, Jeffrey, and Justin. You guys have a good night. Thanks again for coming by. I'll see you guys later. I'll see you in the morning. I'll be on with LBS. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Peace. You guys have a safety meeting. Safety meeting for Humble.